or the way that we're seen as guilty or suspicious for doing something, no matter who we are or what predicament we may be in. And the film American Violet shows exactly how this works. It's something that happens in real life every single day, like the case with the name of Marcellus Williams. And despite his claims of innocence and DNA evidence concerning the same way D. Roberts had went through, he agreed to Alford plea deal in 2024 to avoid the death penalty, in which the plea deal was a part of the deal to change his conviction. He was not convicted of the death penalty. Instead, he was given life. And he was given life while being innocent, with no evidence and no actual reason to convict this man, no witnesses. He was giving a death penalty for his first conviction. And that just shows how effed up the system is. And in the film American Violet, the prosecutor also tells Dee that accepting a plea deal is the very first thing that she needed that would help her. And they also told her that the deal that she was being offered was the best deal she was going to get, regardless of the lack of evidence or her knowing she's innocent or them knowing she's innocent and she was in the wrong place at the wrong time. They told her that was the best they could do for her. Not even trying, not even putting their all into it. They gave her whatever they thought she would take. And that shows exactly how the system pushes fear into people and creates false narratives about African Americans, because a scared, vulnerable woman, if she has kids at home, she'll say yes to 3 years over 10. And she'll be seen as guilty or a murderer or just, a bad person just because she accepted the deal, which she accepted to better herself, she thought was the best she could get in this predicament or situation she was in. And it shows exactly how they make you believe that your worst option is the best option. And that's not fair to African Americans, which is why black people should be in the legal field or just working in the justice system, to where we can advocate for each other and make sure everybody is being taken, accounted for, and acknowledged. And this mainly occurs or happens to black men in America. A lot of black men are wrongfully convicted or seen as a villain or evil person just based off their skin tone. Day to day, like walking down the street, you could be tragically murdered or killed just because they think you're a danger to their society or to their area because you have darker skin tone than them. And a scene that really caught my attention was when the officer tells her that people like you don't beat cases like this. And that shows exactly how black people are viewed or black people are treated in society. Like, no matter what she did or who she talked to, who she spoke to, who she got to advocate for her, they told her straight up that no one that looks like you, no one with the same skin tone as you beats cases like this. Like, you're not, this is not going to end well for you, despite what could happen. They already had a negative outcome for her. And it shows how race and class shapes the entire judicial process entirely. And statistically, more than 90% of convictions come from plea bargains, not trials. And it shows exactly how the system really depends on plea bargains. And instead of taking it to trial and making sure they have the right evidence, making sure the right people are being charged with the right crimes accordingly, they try to get it over with. They try to skip the process, send them straight to jail without even knowing if they have the right person for the crime. And that's not okay. Plea deals are supposed to make court more efficient, but in reality they often always find a way to trap people who don't have the money or power to fight for themselves, or have the voice to advocate for themselves, or the knowledge to be able to defend themselves and speak their truth. In these situations, it makes the whole judicial system feel personal. It feels like a personal attack to her, and she isn't being offered a deal because she's seen as guilty. but because the judicial system assumes she will fold under pressure. Despite her innocence, they automatically assume that she's weak-minded. They have a lack of confidence in her, despite the lack of evidence and her being innocent. They automatically want to convict her. I feel as if this film is a way to show how difficult, confusing, terrifying, and crazy the judicial system can be. And it shows how unfair it is and unjust it is, despite the cause, or the reasoning that is in place. As African Americans, we are forced to deal with very harsh realities, and we're forced to deal with racism everywhere, despite that these are people who are supposed to protect and serve us. This film really highlighted the nightmare, I would say, America is, and how underlying racism really plays a part in every aspect of your life. No matter what you're doing, if you're doing something good, if you're doing something bad, racism can affect you. And I feel as if that's really sad, and it shows the true harsh reality of America in the way that some public defenders won't even try to defend you, and that's their job and what they're getting paid to do. And most people that would experience this are people who don't have the money or are lower income or African American, in which that's really sad, and it shows exactly the true colors of America and the America that they want to make great again. Hello, my name is Angel Beasley, and today I'll be discussing with you the American plea bargaining system. The plea bargaining system is one of the very main reasons mass incarceration is popular or just happens today in the United States. I feel as if black people and African American men or women are wrongfully convicted and are taken to jail every single day or killed every single day just based off of racism and someone's beliefs and how they feel about your skin tone. And we're automatically judged. I feel as if racism is the real underlying issue, and not even just the part about the bargaining and the way they gaslight or convince you to take a deal knowing that it's not going to help you. And mass incarceration is just a way to enslave African Americans to this day. Like, for instance, slavery lasted for hundreds of years, and even though it's been hundreds of years later, we still have Caucasians or other races who don't feel as if black people are on their level or on their standard, and they feel as if we are less than and not equal to them. And the film American Violet shows exactly how the plea bargaining and racism plays out in the justice system, in the way that we are always